Hello, welcome back. And we're gonna do one of the missions that require the treasure of the Echo Mate mission to be completed. And that is home delivery with our good friend Hammerlock.
Hello, is this thing on? Oh, yes, I see the light there. I am Sir Hammerlock, a zoologist on Pandora. There are some fascinating creatures on the moon, but one in particular strikes my fancy. Since I'm not much for interplanetary travel, could you acquire a couple of specimens and mail them to me? Now, I might mention that exporting lunar wildlife is highly illegal and, more importantly, frowned upon by polite society. You may have to smuggle the creatures off the moon. Hope that isn't too much of a problem.
We think. No. No problem.
Very well, then. The creatures I had in mind are called moon threshers. Never been heard of or seen before. Breed like wildfire, apparently. Could be strange evolutions of carnivorous plants.
You know, in Borderlands 2, we encountered treasures. Let me see, so what I use the rosing for that? That is definitely a freeze weapon. But it does a lot of damage, you know, I kill him. Helios, we have a problem. I'm gonna have a look at that. The other one I don't care about. Yeah, where is my freeze rosin? Okay. Itchy poo. Okay, now we're going to this mission. You really need a freeze weapon. Find the creature nest. Yes. Where was it? Oh yeah, I remember.
Warning, 0 atmosphere environment.
Freaking hate heights!
Alright, now don't really need a vehicle, because not that far, but whatever. So with what do you call them? Those flying things, you can get a little bit further in. I don't think you can drive out though, but you don't think. I know you can. Okay, you do have those things over there, but try to lure a treasure. Let's pronounce that. To one of those finds. Very difficult to do. Now.
Ah, there we are. I need the little ones. Those big ones must be parents. Don't seem too friendly, do they? Oh well, as they say, to make an omelette, you'll need to murder things.
I don't think that exactly was the expression, but I'm not an expert on expressions. You know. Well, he did get frozen.
Oh, those fellows do like to slap you around a bit, don't they?
Well, not too bad. But what did I say? In Borderlands 2 we encounter them all the time and they are really, really dangerous. So. It's taken very seriously.
I'll try brushing a few of the little ones. Be sure to keep them alive, somehow. Maybe freezing them will slow them down and allow you to... No, I said...
Yes, I know, but disable...
Try freezing them. You should be able to pluck them out of the ice.
That's too much damage in this weapon. Do I have a lower damage weapon? I do have, of course, the ice cream. It only has a 6% chance of freezing. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to use the rocket launcher. 8% chance and loss of damage, so that's not good. The long nail, a 30% chance. Give it a try. But that one was almost dead.
Now grab it. It's not kidnapping if their parents are dead. Then it's called adoption.
Yeah, that works.
Now
Okay.
that you have the specimens in your possession, you must send them to me. I have an old boyfriend named Seymour who runs a horrid little shop out of a rocket. Take the
He
flesh
has an
to
old
him,
boyfriend.
and
I
you'll be able to
wonder,
smuggle them off
are
Elpis and
all
down to Pandora's
characters in
surface.
this game homosexual? So, we need to go to Seymour, who is on the other side. So we're going to create a new, what you call it, vehicle. They're attacking me. Something fierce.
Reporting. Oxygen levels at 50% and dropping.
Need to get somewhere in a hurry? Get your mood zooming on.
So,
Hell?
alright, we go in here, and normally we go to the right, but now we go to the left. So this is how you initially go to Pickle. So it was itchy nose, and I'm not even in an intense fight. So, talk to Seymour. He's right here.
Attention.
It looks just
You didn't
like
feed
that
one, did you?
sports car.
Plant them in the rocket.
And this is one of the rockets you're firing. I think. We already fired one in the wiping the slate mission. So let's have a look at it.
The parcel tracking application on this Echo device indicates the rocket shall be delivered right on schedule. Bolt Hunter, talk to Seymour again and he will convey your reward.
Nothing bad can come from that, right? Of course, if you play Borderlands 2, you know that something bad does happen, because the treasures are extremely dangerous. It doesn't say anything. Okay, well,
Bad news, Vault Hunter. I tried to feed one. I've named him Terry, but it turns out he's acquired a taste for Pandoran
Yeah.
flesh. I do hope I haven't disrupted the delicate ecosystem of Pandora by introducing a new species. Ah, pish posh. At least they're tiny
yeah.
buggers.
They are tiny now. They won't stay tiny now. Anyway, that's what happens when you bring a species to an area that they're not supposed to be in. There's a lesson in that, children. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.